Reframing Fate, Awakening the Unconscious for Personal Transformation. Welcome back to another episode of Information for Life. As always, we're here to provide insights and ideas to navigate your world. Today, we delve into an intriguing concept, the dialogue between determinism and the human potential for personal growth. Guided by the insightful words of a certain Swiss psychiatrist, we explore the idea that until you bring the unconscious into the light of consciousness, it will steer your life, and you may just call it fate. Many of us succumb to the comforting belief that what happened happened and it couldn't have happened any other way. It's an easy refuge, a salve for our guilt or regret over past decisions, and a bastion against change. But it's a viewpoint that can stagnate our growth and limit our future possibilities. We submit ourselves to the concept of fate, eschewing the understanding that we are active participants in our life's trajectory. Let's take a closer look. What if our past actions were not simply a string of inevitable events, but a complex interplay of unconscious drives and patterns? The truth is, our unconscious mind, with its deeply rooted fears, desires, and biases, has its hand firmly on the wheel of our behavior. Yet, we're not just wayfarers on this journey. The possibility for growth, change, and adaptation is within our grasp. It comes down to unveiling the unconscious, becoming aware of these invisible forces that often govern our actions. When we uncover these unseen motivations and influences, we are equipped with a powerful tool to make different decisions and shape different outcomes. We are not merely marionettes dancing to the tune of fate or past events. As sentient beings, we have a unique capacity for self-awareness, personal growth, and transformation. Therefore, to claim that it couldn't have happened any other way is to dismiss the extraordinary potential for evolution inherent in our very nature. Let's now further explore the realm of the unconscious mind and its significant influence on our lives. It's a landscape that can appear daunting, especially when we consider how our unconscious mind has been steering our behaviors and decisions, sometimes without us realizing it. The good news? This isn't a fixed state. Let's dive deeper and understand the profound potential of the conscious mind and its capacity for change. How do we uncover these unconscious patterns? One way is through introspection, the act of looking inward and examining our thoughts, emotions, and motivations. By practicing mindfulness and reflection, we can start to identify patterns in our thoughts and behaviors that may indicate an unconscious influence. For instance, do we notice a tendency to react defensively in certain situations, even when there's no real threat? Or perhaps we find ourselves repeatedly drawn to unhealthy relationships, despite their clear potential for harm. These are indications that an unconscious pattern may be at play. Through identifying these patterns, we can start to bring them up in our conscious awareness. Once they are in the light of consciousness, we can begin to question them, challenge them, and ultimately change them. This is where the real transformation begins. It's a journey, not a destination. And along this journey, we must also practice self-compassion. Change is hard. We may stumble, we may fall back into old patterns, but that's okay. It's part of the process. Remember to be gentle with yourself as you navigate this path towards self-awareness and growth. Now, let's turn our attention back to the phrase we've been grappling with. What happened, happened, and it couldn't have happened any other way. This seemingly innocuous statement, while perhaps comforting to some, carries with it a toxicity that can undermine personal growth and potential. Let's explore why. At face value, this saying implies a certain acceptance of the past, which can indeed be healthy. After all, we can't change what's already happened. However, the phrase goes one step further by asserting that events couldn't have unfolded any differently. In other words, it implies that we, as individuals, had no control over the outcome, thus dismissing our capacity for agency and choice. This is where the toxicity lies. By accepting this perspective, we are inadvertently letting ourselves off the hook. We are relinquishing responsibility for our actions and decisions. It's a way of saying, it's not my fault. It's just how things were destined to be. But is that really the case? Take a moment to reflect on this. How many times have we looked back on our actions and decisions with regret? We've all done things we wish we could take back, said words we wish we could unsay. But by believing that these actions were somehow inevitable, we are absolving ourselves of accountability, avoiding the need for self-reflection, and therefore stifling our potential for personal growth and change. Furthermore, this viewpoint prevents us from recognizing patterns in our behavior that may have contributed to these undesirable outcomes. Perhaps we acted impulsively, guided by strong emotions rather than rational thought. Or maybe we neglected to consider the perspectives of others, leading to conflict and misunderstanding. Whatever the case may be, if we accept that events couldn't have unfolded differently, we are closing ourselves off to the opportunity to learn from these experiences and make better decisions in the future. Finally, this deterministic attitude can foster a sense of helplessness and pessimism about the future. If we believe that we are mere pawns of fate, that our actions don't make a difference, then what's the point in trying to change? This fatalistic outlook can lead to apathy, resignation, and even depression. It is crucial to fully understand that while the sentiment, "what happened, happened, and it couldn't have happened any other way," may offer a superficial sense of comfort, its underlying implications are far from benign. The notion that we are passive victims of circumstance, that we lack the ability to influence our own destiny, is a dangerous one. It undermines our sense of self-efficacy, stifles personal growth, and promotes a pessimistic worldview. Instead, let's all strive to recognize and take responsibility for our actions, to learn from our past mistakes, and to believe in our capacity to shape our own future. The road may not always be easy, but as we've discussed, we have the tools and the power to illuminate the path ahead. To transform our lives, we need not wait for fate to decide our course. Instead, we can take the helm, steering ourselves towards personal growth and transformation. So let's challenge the notion that what happened, happened, and it couldn't have happened any other way. The power to change, to grow, and to shape our future is within each one of us. In our quest to uncover the unconscious, to shift from being directed by hidden forces to taking the reins of our own lives, we invite you to join us on this enlightening journey. Let's move beyond the confines of basic and accountability-dodging determinism, engage with the transformative power of self-awareness, and take the driver's seat in navigating our lives. In this pursuit of personal transformation, remember this: we are not what happened to us. We are what we choose to become. Join us next time on Information for Life as we continue to unpack insights and ideas to help navigate your world. Until then, remember, your life is not predestined. Your fate is not fixed. You have the power to grow, to change, and to shape your own journey if you so choose. So let's embark on this path together, and who knows where it might lead. Our journey is just a beginning, and I can't wait to see where it leads us. Remember, you are not a pawn of fate, but a powerful player in the game of life.